Okay. First thing first, gonna address the elephant in the room. Ignore my skin. It is in shambles right now. Especially this. Look at this. Like, all here, but look, this little cluster right here. Ignore, please. It is a mess. Also, I am sweating. I'm just back home. But anyway, hi. Finally getting around to doing one of these videos, as I keep putting it off. This one though, living my best life, as it's going to be called, hopefully, if I remember. Sorry, bird came very close to my window. This one is to talk about my living life journey. So for anyone who doesn't know, Living Life is a place, a free therapy, well, not a free therapy place, you have to pay, but is a place you go for therapy for whatever reason you have for going. I had past traumas and childhood stuff and recent stuff and everything, so I was there talking about quite a bit. So I was. I paid €15 a week, but you can pay any amount you want. They recommend about... My phone turned off, as in stopped recording. Anyway, you can pay more if you want. I don't know what's going on with this at the moment, but anyway. So I had been going for roughly 6 months, maybe just over 6 months, and today was my very last session, which was bittersweet. But I will say I'm in a much better place than I was before. Much better place. I've learned coping mechanisms for my... I'm hiding this, by the way, because it's annoying me. I've learned a lot more coping mechanisms for my anxiety. I've come to terms with past trauma because I've talked them through. I won't go into details over what trauma I had because it's just... I don't really want to, but it would have been like, you know, bullying and, you know, illnesses in the family, and I've spoken out about it, like my dad and my nanny, my other two grandparents that passed, animal deaths, friend groups that I've had that have messed me up a little bit in the past. What else? Just bits like that, how I react with stress, my binge eating, because I suffer with binge eating disorder, and like my relationship with food, different things like that. We would talk about stuff that's happening now so that I don't push it to one side. We've talked about how I can manage it when I'm not with her, and being more open with people. I am literally looking out the window at two people playing basically piggy in the middle with their dogs. The dog is going back and forth between the two of them. It was so freaking cute. Just different things like that, like learning how to deal with stuff as they come up. Learning how to be more independent and not depending on other people to go places and everything. Which I'm slowly getting there, as you've seen with my vlogs. I'm kind of getting a bit more independent in a sense. Now I know it's only around my hometown, but it's getting there, and eventually like I will maybe travel out further on my own. I don't know when. I've also planned a day with Susie Rue, just the two of us, because I'm trying to push myself a bit more to doing stuff like it that doesn't have to revolve around my mum or Graeme or whoever, that I can do stuff without people. So I'm getting there. I'm starting to, as you can see by all the crap coming out of my skin, I'm doing a lot more kind of pampery bits and self-care bits. Obviously it's now gotten to the point where I know what to do self-care wise for my mental health, and I know what to do food wise for my physical health, and it's just all about balancing it now, and trying to get the perfect balance of eating good and, you know, not stressing myself out over eating good or going for walks or doing the workouts or anything like that. It's more now about balancing everything, which I'm starting to get there. I was talking to her about today. One of the main things I have overcome is water, because I was like a devil for water. Like I wouldn't drink it at all. I'd barely even get like a 500ml bottle into me every day. Whereas now I'm getting at least a litre and a half into me every day. If there's no fizzy drink in the room, I'm fine. I will have the water. I will not really buy fizzy drink when I'm out and about now. Now if I'm sitting down for a meal, I still will. But if I'm out, like picking up my lunch for work, say, I won't. I'll grab a coffee instead of a fizzy drink. Because it's that little bit better for you and cheaper. Well, not cheaper, but nicer. So I've been drinking a lot of coffee lately, if you can't tell. But so I'm definitely there with the water. Like, my water is not an issue anymore. I'm getting a litre into me nearly in work every single day. And I'm getting roughly a litre and a half into me. Did obviously fall off track there for a little while. Well, not obviously, but I did fall off track there for a little while. So I did, but I'm getting back onto it now this week. Because I know I can do it, and I just fell off track. So I'm getting back into it today. So I'll be, hence the water in front of me. I'm hoping to have that drank before I go into work. So I'll be 500 mils, and I'll have a litre with me in work. So try get that into me in work. So that'll be another litre, and then another 500 mils after work. That's my plan. Is 500 mils between the moment I wake up to the moment I go to work. And this was only supposed to be talking about living life, and I've turned it into a life goals. But I won't go into too much detail on anything else. But yeah, that's kind of like my plan. For anyone, like, I never wanted to do therapy. I don't know why. I'm like my father's daughter, basically, because he doesn't like doing it either. He doesn't like talking and bringing up the past and everything, and I never wanted to do it. And my cousin Claire, who I know is watching and is going to be, screamed at the TV, I told you so. So she will be, I can guarantee. Kept on pushing me and pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. Then everyone else started saying it to me. Then my doctor started saying it to me. And with everyone talking and saying it to me, I just got to the realization that I had to do it. I had to bite the bullet, and I had to do it. So I did. And I've been paying €15 a week every week that I've been with her, and I got the most amazing therapist. Her name was Siobhan, and she was so sweet. I clicked immediately with her, and I was able to communicate with her, and she was able to kind of translate everything for me. Even up to today, I was saying I don't know why I'm so sensitive to stuff at the moment, and she was able to explain that it's because I have dropped my barrier, I've dropped my wall, I've dropped my armor, and now stuff is going to be very sensitive. I'm going to be very sensitive to stuff until I build back up that wall, but not in a bad way, in a strength way and in a confidence way and everything, so that I'm not hiding anything, but I'm also able to manage everything. That it's not a thing where I'm suppressing it. I'm not building up that wall anymore, the suppression wall. I'm building up the I can manage, I can handle, I can deal with this wall, and I'm able, I'm capable, and everything is the type of barrier and armor I'll be building up, so that the smallest things that I'm normally fine with won't affect me anymore. So normally going out to Dublin, I'm normally fine. Going into Dundrum, I'm normally fine. But as Susie Rue and Graeme will tell you, I've been very sensitive to that recently, and my anxiety has been a bit doing that recently. Don't know why. I've been in and out of Dundrum and Dublin. I mean, if you just count the vlogs, times that by 10, I've been in and out of them throughout the years and never had an issue. And then since going to therapy, I started having issues because my barrier started breaking. So then I was very sensitive to everything. But I'm slowly building them barriers back up, and I'm slowly getting there. Like, it had gotten to the point where I couldn't even go down my local town on my own. I had to have Graeme or my ma with me, which was absolutely just annoying, because it meant I couldn't plan anything unless one of them was free. And I wanted to be more independent and go places and do things. So I've been testing myself with that, and I've been doing brilliant. Today I didn't need my headphones. I had my phone and headphones with me, but I didn't need to listen to music, because I know if I wanted to, I could, but I always felt like I needed to in order to do something. It was like my safety blanket. But today I didn't need that. I didn't need the headphones on. I didn't need the music. I drank my iced coffee that I got out of Gala, and I waited for the bus, got on the bus, got off the bus, walked up home, and I was grand. went in, said hello to my nephew, and came up here and started recording this. And I was good. I was fine. I was able, and I got to my house, and I was just standing outside the house, and I stopped for a minute, and I took a deep breath, and I was like, okay, I did this without needing a safety blanket, without even needing a crutch, without needing to be on the phone to someone or anything. Like, I did it on my own. Now, yeah, I got a lift down because I'm still not great with timing stuff. I still panic over getting the bus down to town, and if I have to be somewhere at a certain time, I will panic. So my ma did still drop me down, but I now feel like maybe once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks, I could get like the bus at say 11 o'clock down the town and just wander around, especially when Penny's opens. I can just kind of wander around. If I need stuff, pick them up. If I don't, whatever, grab myself an iced coffee or something, and then meet my man and go to work, because I ain't walking into my job. There's too many hills. Way too many hills. There's like 3 or 4 hills, and they're not exactly like baby hills. They're very friggin' steep. I ain't walking them. They're very steep. I would be in agony by the time I got into work. So I would. But yeah, no, I feel like my next step now for doing stuff on my own will be to get down to town on my own, wander around the town on my own, taking my time, relaxing, enjoying it. If I want to listen to some music, listen. I'm going to have wireless headphones soon, which you will see in a haul video very soon. I've ordered them for myself, so you'll see them soon, probably next week or the week after, depending on when everything arrives. So like that's my next step, and that I wouldn't have been able to do any of that if it wasn't for Living Life. I also have a plan. I don't know when, or where I'm going to travel out further on my own. I'm going to possibly book it. I'm not going to tell anyone what day it is, because I don't want that added stress of people checking up on me, like, to make sure I'm okay. So the only one that will know that day is more than likely my mum at first, and then Graeme later on when I'm actually on the go. I'm going to book a day off from work, more than likely a Thursday or Friday when I know there's a good bit of staff in, and I'm going to just go out to like Dunleary, say, on my own, because it's on a 45A. It's not too far. It's not too overcrowded. Like, it's not Dublin, it's not Dundrum, there's not too many people. It's not too overwhelming. I know the area nearly off by heart. There is a park there which is nice and big and open, and so if it's a nice day I can sit down in it, kind of things like that. So I am planning that sometime. I don't know when. Obviously I have to give work a bit of notice. I am going to sit down and look at the calendar and figure out what is the best time, because we have a few bits coming up in work. So figure out what Thursday or Friday I don't have to worry about having anything on in work, that I can book the day off and go do it, because this would be like a major test. That is a tiny ass bird. This would be like a big test to see did Living Life really help. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to putting my tools that I've learned from them to test in August when we have the summer project on, because August is one of the most stressful months, because we've got 2 weeks of summer project, which is really stressful, depending on if you're in full days, half days, what you're doing, where you're going, stuff like that. It can be a bit stressful to certain people like me, who get stressed over like little tiny things. So it'd be good to see if my new tools and everything can be put to the test with that. And then another thing that'll be putting me to the test is December, when I go to Galway, to see does it help with that. But yeah, like I'm delighted. I'm very proud of myself. I have a video coming up because, of course, this is a big achievement to someone who never wanted to do therapy and had a lot of trauma in her life growing up. I did get myself a load of stuff to say congratulations, and to be like, you know, be proud of yourself. You did this, you got through this, you know, you need to look on the bright side of everything, which is my new saying, positive out of get a positive out of a negative. So yeah, I'm delighted that I've come this far. I'm delighted I did what I did. I highly recommend going talking to someone. If you can't afford I know there's a few different therapy things, apps and all, and if you can't afford them, because I know I can't, places like Living Life are very good. they've helped me, they've helped my brother, they've helped a few other people I know, and I find them amazing. And they're just, it's nice to go and talk to someone who is biased, kind of thing. They're an outsider, so I find that amazing. So I do, just having someone there who isn't on, how do I say, basically who's an outsider is the best way to word it. They're an outsider, they don't have any opinions on people who you're talking about, not in a bad way. Like if you're talking about like someone who bullied you, or you know, an issue that you had with someone being sick, like they don't know the people that you're talking about. And I know that sounds like in a mean way, but it's like if you were bullied and you're talking with the person who bullied you, and she is able to explain things in a way that's like, well, maybe they were going through something, or maybe they were having issues at the time and they took it out on you and stuff like that. Like, and so I felt I really, really, really clicked with her. So I did, and I just liked how she was able to translate everything for me and explain things to me in a language that I understood. She didn't use any of this Harvard lingo that you learn in college and everything. It was just plain basic English, and it helped a lot having someone talk to me in that kind of a language and not using all these terms that I don't understand. It was great having that. And they did say that if in a couple of months time, so basically near the end of the year, if I feel like I need to go back and I feel like I need a little bit more help, that since leaving them I've gone back downhill a little bit, I can always contact them and I can go back. Now there's no guarantee I'll get the same person. I can ask if she's still there, but if not, I'll be put with someone else obviously. But I can always go back to them if I feel I really need to. So I'm glad I have that option there. I'm glad that is there, and I know I have this like kind of safety place in the back of my head that if things, I'm not moving the desk, that if things get worse I can go back and I don't have to worry about where I am or what I'm doing, that I have them there if I need them, and it's great. So it is. But yeah, I'm delighted that I'm finished. I'm very proud of myself. So I am. I'm proud of how far I've come. Obviously still have a lot of work to do. So I do. Which I will talk about in another video. I'm not talking about that now because that's a life goals video, which I will record a different day. I haven't decided when. I just wanted to get this out of the way first. But yeah. So highly recommend going to therapy, anyone that needs help. And if there's a place called Living Life around you to do with therapy, highly recommend going to them. They're a great help, and I definitely, if I need more help in the future, will be going back. So yous will obviously know that because I will tell yous. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.